What's up, guys? What's up? Happy Saturday night to you. Been feeling like I want to share a lot of things with you. This weekend, primarily my daughter's at my mother's house, and my wife has been running a marathon tonight. So I've been to myself, and I want to talk to you about the difference between um, where a person is at 30 and where a person is at 40. One of my good friends, Kelly Lavender, said to me once, what a person wants at 20, they may not want at 30. And what they want at 30, they may not want at 40. These weekends that I have now are so different than the way I used to live. And as many of you know, I was a head coach very, very early in life, and 21 years old, and worked hard and played very, very hard. And even at 30 years old, or maybe even early 30s before I was married, I mean, my weekends consisted of just being wild, really. Just just going as hard as I could through the weekend and just going out and trying to find some type of release. That may have been through alcohol, it may have been through whatever. No drugs, but that's what I used to do. And I was just thinking about today, spending most of the day with my daughter, and then listening to podcasts and videos. And tonight I've been home watching YouTubes, and I just been trying to get better, man. I think you reach a point in your life where you're very, very serious about your potential. You're not, your priorities are changed. Not just family and children and that, but you really start getting in kind of this sprint. And what I mean by this sprint is you're really kind of in this sprint towards your potential. You feel like you got limited time, and you got a lot to do, and you got to push, and you got to create, and you got to, and so your free time is spent listening and learning and growing. And a lot of people ask me, where does all the content come from that I create daily? And I would just tell you, the content comes from just me in a constant pursuit toward picking some things up and learning from people that are operating at much higher levels than me. That's where it comes from. But it's also coming from this deep desire and burning desire to want to drive toward my potential. I remember moms and dads used to drop their daughters off to me when when they were 14 years old, and they would say, my daughter's got a lot of potential. And one of my friends said, potential is just kinetic energy that's really stored until utilized. It's there. I have since come to believe that we don't reach our own potential without the help of another person, call it a coach, mentor, whatever the case may be. But I think if someone would have come along earlier in life and said, hey, you should be spending your weekends, um, you should be spending your weekends getting better, man. You should be spending your weekends rejuvenating, recalibrating, recommitting. You shouldn't be spending your weekends out drinking and partying and in bars and whatever else goes on in those places. You should get serious about your potential, because what you really grieve, I talk about this in my new book, Everybody Needs a Coach in Life. What you really wake up one day and grieve is you grieve your lost potential. You can't go back and relive 30 to 40. You can't go back and relive 20 to 30. You can't go back and relive those things. So lately I've been talking about this concept of decade builders, as I spent a decade as a women's basketball coach really learning how to inner engineer people to win. I leveraged that decade into a coaching business that has really built out Monster Producer from 30 to 40. Now from 40 to 50, I'm leveraging the 350 people plus in Monster Producer for investors, syndicate relationship, joint ventures, raising capital, buying things. So this decade builder is very important to leverage up. But I want to encourage you. If you're out there watching this video, you most likely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for that, number one. I do believe everybody needs a coach in life. But if I could give you some counsel, just from me to you, if I could give you some counsel from me to you, where you are in life, man, spend your time when you're with yourself, learning and growing and getting better. Spend your time to yourself digging into your potential. Spend your time to yourself watching videos and listening to podcasts and doing those things, because that's going to make you uncommon. The common cat don't think about their potential. They don't take notes. They don't listen to podcasts. They don't get better. They don't earn any money. They don't really have a significant impact in the world. And one day they wake up and they grieve their lost potential. I don't want that to happen to you. So, happy Saturday night to you. I'm sitting here at 9 o'clock at night and I'm watching videos of, who am I watching? Tom Ferry, Grant Cardone. I'm just watching people I think can help and get better. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're competitors of mine, friends of mine. I'm listening. I'm learning. I'm listening and I'm learning. And that's really what I want you to get in the mindset of. So, I believe everybody needs a coach in life. If you're interested in your potential at some point, come on down. Get involved in Monster Producer. Go to monsterproducer.com, in person, online. I would love to be coaching you this coming week. I'm going to be deep down in Alabama. Then I'm teaching Monster, Nashville, going to Jackson, Tennessee. And next week I'm going to be in Knoxville, Orlando, Edenton, North Carolina, which I've never been to, by the way. That's that private jet where we're taking. And no, I don't own it. I am renting it. I'm not quite ready to buy one yet. Need one. Maybe that's coming. And then we're going down to Seaside, Florida on a retreat. So we got a busy November, man. Push across the goals. Don't limp across the finish line here at the end of the year, and recalibrate your weekends. If you're not with your family, if you're not worshiping, which I'll be doing in the morning, if you're not doing that, be spending time on you getting better, becoming more valuable to the world, because you got a whole lot to say. You sharpen it. That's all, baby. Have a great weekend.